Hello, today's topic for our lecture today is mobile marketing and search engine optimization. Some mobile marketing is similar to advertising delivered over other electronic channels like text, graphics, and voice messages. SMS or short message service messaging is currently the most common delivery channel for mobile marketing. Search engine marketing is the second most common channel, followed by display-based campaigns. Now, the expanding capabilities of mobile devices also enable new types of interactive marketing. New mobile marketing channels include things like location-based service, which involves detecting the area that the user is connecting from, also called geolocation, and sending marketing messages for businesses in that area. Augmented reality mobile campaigns, which overlay the user's phone display with location-based information about businesses and products. 2D barcodes. These are barcodes that scan virtually as well as horizontally. That should be vertically, as well as horizontally to include much more information. A mobile user can scan barcodes in the environment to access associated information. GPS messaging, which involves location-specific messages that the user picks up when he or she comes into range. As with any marketing effort, every brand and organization needs to develop a unique mobile strategy based on the industry and the target audience. Mobile technology is all about customization and personalization, which means mobile marketing is too. The first step is to create those mobile buyer personas. Understanding your audience is the first step to any marketing strategy, and buyer personas are a valuable tool to aid in that understanding. We've talked about buyer personas before. They are simply fictional representations of your various types of customers. Create a profile that describes each one's background, job description, main sources of information, goals, challenges, preferred type of content, objections, and/or their role in the purchase process. It's easier to determine a channel and a voice for your marketing messages when you have a clear picture of your target audience. Make a specific point to detail your target audience's mobile habits as well. How much of their web usage happens on mobile devices? Are they comfortable completing a purchase on a smartphone? A simple way to start is to research big data reports on mobile usage. Some interesting observations include this. 65% of all email is first opened on a mobile device. 48% of users start their mobile internet sessions on a search engine. 56% of business-to-business buyers frequently use smartphones to access vendors' content. And 95% of adults primarily use their smartphones to access content and information. The second step is to set some goals. The key to defining any effective strategy is to first decide what success looks like. Get the key stakeholders together to map your mobile marketing strategy. Identify goals by asking your team some of these questions. What are we currently doing for mobile? This will define your starting point and make sure everyone is on the same page as you begin. If you're already doing mobile marketing, how are those initiatives performing? This conversation will identify what is already working, what is not, and what's not even being measured. What are your main objectives for including mobile marketing in your overall strategy? Discuss why you're considering mobile now. What conversations have led up to this point, and what do you expect from mobile marketing? Who are your key audiences for mobile marketing? Talk about those buyer personas in light of mobile usage updates. How similar or different is each persona's mobile usage? How are you engaging your mobile audience cross-channel? This discussion will help analyze how the channels you're currently using can be included in your mobile marketing strategy. Step 3 is establishing what we call KPIs, or Key Performance Indicators. Just like your other marketing efforts, mobile marketing needs to be tested and optimized. Determine which realistic, measurable KPIs define your mobile campaign success. For example, maybe one of them is engagement. Then provide mobile-friendly content for potential customers who are searching for information about your industry or product. Make sure your website is mobile responsive to improve mobile search engine optimization. Maybe a goal is acquisition. Make sure lead nurturing emails are mobile friendly with clear calls to action. Buttons in emails should be near the top of the message and be big enough to easily tap in order to facilitate click-throughs. Then make it as easy as possible for someone to fill out a form on your mobile optimized landing page. Maybe one of your KPIs is customer service. In a connected social marketplace, customer service is very much a marketing opportunity. Allow your customers to easily reach you through any platform they want, including simple click-to-call buttons for smartphone users. In order to identify the right KPIs for your mobile marketing campaign, ask yourself these questions. Do I want to increase conversations from email messages? Am I trying to improve traffic to the sales pages? How important is it that I generate more qualified prospects? And does our brand need to improve sales by converting more traffic on certain pages? Step 4 is then monitoring mobile metrics. Google Analytics can help monitor mobile usage on your site. Mobile behavior data reveals how well your mobile content engages your audience. Mobile conversion data will indicate whether or not some of your key landing pages still need to be optimized for mobile browsing. Adding the device category field to the site content dashboard on Google Analytics will display the quantity and quality of much mobile traffic to each individual page on your site. The table on the site content dashboard includes metrics like page views and bounce rate. Add the device category by clicking the secondary dimension menu above the first column and selecting device category from the user's submenu. The table will then display the most viewed pages on your site per device so you can see how mobile actually affects your web traffic. That information can hint at which search queries may be leading mobile traffic to your site, what content your mobile audience is most interested in, and which pages to optimize for mobile browsing first. A mobile-friendly website is no longer an option. It is a must. The rise in mobile traffic, coupled with Google's mobile friendliness ranking factor, means a brand site must adapt to mobile devices in order to stay competitive. For search engines, mobile friendliness means this: content fits on the screen without side-to-side scrolling or zooming. Content loads quickly. The site returns no mobile-specific errors. Google has even provided a free mobile friendliness tool to help marketers determine how to best improve their sites. The most important reason to maintain a mobile-friendly site is to create a consistent and engaging user experience. Mobile UX, or user experience, has a dramatic effect on every stage of the buying cycle. 64% of mobile web users will abandon pages if they don't load within 10 seconds. 35% of executives could not make an intended purchase because the website they visited wasn't mobile friendly. And 90% of the C-suite uses mobile devices to research business purchases. Making sure your mobile user experience is as easy and seamless as possible should be a primary goal. SMS and MMS are very powerful channels for mobile marketing. Over 3.6 billion people are able to receive SMS messages, and 90% of those messages are opened within 3 minutes. That's compared to 90 minutes for the average email. Consider this, the open rate of SMS is 98% compared to 22% for emails. Text messages can be 8 times more effective at engaging customers. Almost 50% of consumers in the U.S. make direct purchases after receiving an SMS branded text. It's important to remember that marketing directly to mobile devices is more personal than targeting an audience through other channels. When reaching someone on a mobile device, either through email, SMS, or MMS, you're reaching that person in his or her pocket or purse. Be personal, respectful, and clear. You want to keep the text to under 160 characters. Avoid using slang or abbreviations, and offer the recipient something of value. Make it clear who is sending the message, and craft a very clear call to action. A similar way to reach your audience on mobile devices is MMS, or Multimedia Message Service. The difference is that MMS is a multimedia message that can be sent peer-to-peer from a mobile messaging service provider or from a website to a mobile phone. MMS messages can include text, photos, videos, audio, or GIFs. Expanded media options allow for a more branded message and create a better tie-in to other marketing campaigns. Why you should use MMS marketing to reach your mobile audience? Well, MMS texts have a higher consumer engagement rate with a 15% average CTR, which means click-through rate. MMS increases campaign opt-ins by 20% over SMS. Subscribers are 8 times more likely to share MMS content on their social networks. Because MMS offers a richer media experience than simple SMS messaging, you should make the most of those extra media options. Include very engaging visuals. Tie the MMS to a multi-channel marketing campaign. Make the message easily shareable via social media buttons. One thing to keep in mind is that it's important to take privacy regulations into consideration with SMS and MMS marketing. Because these messages are considered automated calls, they do fall under the Telephone Consumer Protection Act, or TCPA, of 1991. That means there are 3 privacy principles that should govern how you implement SMS and MMS into your marketing. You should provide adequate notice, which means you need to inform consumers that they will be receiving SMS messages. You need to provide opt-in consent. You must get opt-in confirmation before sending marketing SMS and MMS messages. Also, opting out. It should be very clear how someone can opt out of your program. SMS and MMS are very personal and thus very powerful mobile marketing options. Just make sure to handle them with tact and a detailed strategy. Mobile apps can support many business goals, including extending your product, driving engagement, and even supporting e-commerce. You may offer extra features or more mobile content in exchange for a user's contact information, similar to how you would get content on your website for the same purpose. You'll also want to make sure the app encourages user engagement in order to build relationships and loyalty, and of course, drive conversions. Those conversations are driven by 2 types of messages: push notifications and in-app notifications. Both communicate directly to your audience, so both should be considered strategic marketing channels. Push notifications are messages or alerts delivered by your app to the user. These messages appear on the home screen of a user's mobile device, regardless of whether the user is engaged with the app or even has it open. For a push notification to work, the user needs to have already downloaded your app and agreed to allow push notifications. Luckily, 70% of mobile users allow push notifications. Examples of push notifications include things like reminders, promotional messages, calls to action for specific events or goals, and messages that are highly personalized based on the user's profiles. In-app communications direct your user's attention to specific actions, messages, and features within the app, and are opportunities for you to engage your users. These messages give you the chance to be more personal and creative than with SMS or push notifications, because the user is already in your app and you aren't limited by space constraints or message volume issues. Here are 3 ways you can take advantage of in-app notifications. You can introduce new app features to your users. You can send messages to promote engagement with specific content pieces. You can drive conversions by delivering targeted CTAs or calls to action at specific levels of engagement. Both push and in-app notifications can be powerful ways to reach your audience, particularly because they've already taken the time to engage with your brand by downloading your app. A mobile marketing strategy is not a standalone effort, but it is a large chunk of any long-term or short-term marketing campaign, and its importance is only growing. From email to search engine optimization to content to social media marketing, there's a mobile marketing channel to reach every part of your audience where they're most comfortable. Optimizing your website and email sends for mobile devices, taking advantage of the SMS and MMS channels, and building a native app for your most highly engaged audience are all big projects. So start by updating your buyer personas to get a better idea of where the majority of your target audience spends its mobile time. That will give you your start line, and the rest will fall into logical order. Mobile technology is not a fad that's going away anytime soon. Optimizing your marketing strategy for mobile will give your brand an edge over the competition. SEO stands for Search Engine Optimization. It's the process of getting traffic from the free, organic, editorial, or natural search results on search engines. All major search engines such as Google and Yahoo have primary search results where the web pages and other content such as videos or local listings are shown and ranked based on what the search engine considers most relevant to users. Payment isn't involved as it is with paid search ads. The majority of web traffic is driven by the major commercial search engines, again, Google, Bing, and Yahoo. Although social media and other types of traffic can generate visits to your website, search engines are the primary method of navigation for most internet users. This is true whether your site provides content, services, products, information, or just about anything else. Search engines are unique in that they provide targeted traffic, people looking for what you have to offer. Search engines are the roadways that make this happen. If search engines cannot find your site or add your content to their databases, you miss out on incredible opportunities to drive traffic to your site. Search queries, or the words that users type into the search box, carry extraordinary value. Experience has shown that search engine traffic can make or break an organization's success. Targeted traffic to a website can provide publicity, revenue, and exposure like no other channel of marketing. Investing in SEO can have an exceptional rate of return compared to other types of marketing and promotion. Why can't the search engines figure out my site without SEO? Well, search engines are smart, but they still need help. The major search engines are always working to improve their technology to crawl the web more deeply and return better results to users. However, there is a limit to how search engines can operate. Whereas the right SEO can net you thousands of visitors and increased attention, the wrong moves can hide or bury your site deep in the search results where visibility is minimal. In addition to making content available to search engines, SEO also helps boost rankings so that content will be placed where searchers will more readily find it. The internet is becoming increasingly competitive, and those companies who perform SEO well will have a decided advantage in visitors and consumers. Google recommends the following to get better rankings in their search engine. Make pages primarily for users, not for search engines. Don't deceive your users or present different content to search engines than you display to users, a practice commonly referred to as cloaking. Some examples of cloaking include serving a page of HTML text to search engines while showing a page of images or Flash to users. Make a site with a clear hierarchy and text links. Every page should be reachable from at least one static text link. Create a useful, information-rich site and write pages that clearly and accurately describe your content. Make sure that your title elements and alt attributes are descriptive and accurate. Use keywords to create descriptive, human-friendly URLs. Provide one version of a URL to reach a document using 301 directs or the rel equals canonical attribute to address duplicate content. Here's a short glossary of some important terms for you to know. Index. Google stores all web pages that it knows about in its index. The index entry for each page describes the content and location or URL of that page. To index is when Google fetches a page, reads it, and adds it to the index. Google indexed several pages on several sites in one day. Crawl. The process of looking for new or updated web pages. Google discovers URLs by following links, by reading sitemaps, and by many other means. Google crawls the web, looking for new pages, and then indexes them when appropriate. Crawler. This is automated software that crawls or fetches pages from the web and indexes them. And a Googlebot. This is the generic name of the Google crawler. Googlebot crawls the web constantly. So here are a few basic questions to ask yourself about your website when you get started. Is my website showing up on Google or a similar search engine? Do I serve high quality content to my users? Is my local business showing up on Google or a similar search engine? And is my content fast and easy to access on all devices? And finally, is my website secure?